watch you get it, guys. I'm at 2% still. Let's stage on the 5.
Yeah, what that time with the nice, no, bro?
There's just rules ages. No, this or 25. I'm just not. How much is yours? 20. 20, that's not that bad. Stay away from me. Yeah, I'm good. Veg. And the 5. 1, 2 each. 1, 2 gonna taste for. This is gonna take forever. What percent are you? I'm at 68. What others?
TV on the CVM TV website or on YouTube. Until I see you again, take care of yourself and peace.
This holiday season, CVM brings you the magic of togetherness. Holiday movie magic.
That is good. Miss Claire, I need you to come back here more often.
So many memorable films celebrating Black love, laughter, and legacy. December 19th through January 2nd. Catch them in prime time and rewatch all day on the holidays.
Counting on that.
From all of us to all of you, enjoy CVM's Holiday Movie Magic, brought to you by singer Chris and Charles.
I love waking up every day in this country. This is where I was born and raised. I have such a passion for my country, and for me, this is home. In Jamaica, lots of people, they look at just like beach, sea, sand, but our mountains are something to behold. It's majestic up there, and it's a different type of peace. It's a different type of lifestyle completely. I could mention many different places that are amazing, but the one thing I do love about Jamaica as well is that you can find that relaxation, you can find that chill in your backyard. Apart from it being an incredibly beautiful country, an incredibly beautiful island, we have a wonderful, wonderful culture, wonderful, vibrant, colorful people. There is definitely a realness to Jamaica. There's
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
This year really tested us, but it also reminded us of something really powerful.
That Jamaica is strong when we stand together.
Despite everything, we are still checking in, showing up, lifting up each other. That's what Christmas is really about.
Tommy never lift me up yet.
No.
But listen, we can still find reason to laugh, man.
Because kindness can light up any season.
And it always finds a way.
So let's celebrate together.
Let's support each other.
Let's share some good news.
Let's move forward as a team.
And let's rebuild together. Despite what we've been through, the good thing is we're together for Christmas with CVM TV.
CVM Television is the official broadcaster of ISA Schoolboy Football 2025. Unauthorized recording, broadcast, or streaming of matches or related events is strictly prohibited. CVM Sports ISA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Ping Pong, Catch, Water, Pringles, True Shape, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
Good afternoon to our viewers. If you're just joining us on CVM TV, we're still here at the National Stadium where it promises to be even more exciting football. It's the second of the two matchups today. And I'm your host, Janae Robinson, still taking you through today's proceedings. Now, we're at the point in the story where tradition meets ambition and every touch of the ball carries the weight of school pride. It's St. Elizabeth Technical versus Glenmuir High, two powerhouse teams in the Dacosta Cup. And they'll be fighting today to win that title. Now, my commentary box remains the same. We still have Gerard Marsili and Lyle Anthony. They've been stuck put and they'll be carrying you through all of the proceedings. So I'll see you at halftime.
Thank you very much, Janae. The stage is set. The lights, they blazed down on the battlefield of dreams. 13 years ago, destiny tore them apart in a semi-final. But this evening, history calls them back. Glenmuir, Steths, two rivals, one crown, and one chance to etch their names in glory. Almost time for the Dacosta Cup final. Let's hear from both coaches who spoke with Janae earlier.
And I'm joined by Coach Andrew Peart of Glenmuir High. Now, Coach, you're not new to the big stage. And so for me, I want to know, how do you keep your players calm under these moments?
It's a different game. Yes, we have the experiences of being at the Dacosta Cup final, at the Champions Cup final, at Ben Francis Cup final before. But this is a new game. And we just have to approach it as such, a different opponent, an opponent that comes with a different playing style, maybe than what we have accustomed to playing in the previous finals.
I love how humbly you speak about your accolades. Last match, you told me that your captain responsibility has been there for about the last 3 seasons with the likes of Jason White and others. Now we have Oreen Watson with that responsibility. What has been your main message to him as he leads the fort today?
Yeah, it's about keeping calm. Sometimes leadership is not necessarily being in the driver's seat. It's being a servant leader at times. And just playing his role of attracting people, of scoring whenever he gets a chance. It's not every game he has to score, not every season he has to win the leading goal scorer. But listen, the team, it's a team objective. We want to get the team at a certain place by lifting the trophy. It's going to be tough, but he's leading from the front as it regards to that.
And lastly, what gives you confidence for your boys today?
Confident in the journey we have walked, confident in the games we have played, confident in also how the previous seasons, the lessons we have learned from there. And it's in God's hand. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. All the best.
Glenmuir emerges, a team forged in heartbreak twice in the last seasons. They've reached for this trophy and twice it slipped through their fingers. But after tasting sorrow, they marched together hungry, seeking a paradise they've been denied for too long. And from the heart of St. Elizabeth comes Steths, carrying 9 years of longing, the hopes of a parish still healing from the fury of Hurricane Melissa. But every step they take whispers of prayer. Every heartbeat pulses with desire to bring joy back home. 2 teams, 2 journeys, 1 final. The Dacosta Cup awaits. Glenmuir being greeted by the dignitaries led by ISA President Keith Wellington. Andre Blake, the Jamaica Reggae Boys captain, is in there as well. Clarendon College, his former school, but he greets another team from Clarendon, Glenmuir. They head over to Steths. Clarendon, of course, winning the Ben Francis Cup title moments ago. And now, the attention turns to the main event on the card. Gerard Morrisini, Lyle Anthony Golden still beside me. Lyle, I'll get your thoughts in a moment. But this is going to be a fantastic game. We've been waiting for this one. They certainly have been. And in 90 minutes, we'll tell who are champions. Time now to pause for the national anthem.
Here now the starting lineup. First, from Maypen and Clarendon, the Glenmuir lineup. During number 4, Conroy Nicely. Number 6, Kamari Ray. Number 8 is Denzel Watson. Number 9, Orain Watson. Number 10, Johnston Cohen. Number 11, Orel Miller. 12 is James Wellington. Number 15, O'Neill Headley. 19, Ricardo Binns. 22, DeQuain Allen. And number 80, the goalkeeper, Justin Murray. The coach is Andrew Peart. And his assistant, Ashani Mully. And now the starting lineup for the boys from Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth Tech. Wearing number 2, Prince Perry. Number 4, Malachi McMaster. Number 7, R.J. Newman. Number 8, Jade Lynch. Number 24, Kaim Lewis. Number 10, DeAndre Barnett. 11 is Kenoy Banton. 13, Dante Hewitt. 16, Raheem White. And 21, Jabor Lawrence. Omar Wedderburn is the coach. Neil Harrison is assistant. The match officials this evening. FIFA referee Stefan Dior will handle the game. First assistant FIFA OJ Duhaney. Second assistant FIFA Stephanie Yising. And the fourth official FIFA Christopher Mason. It's all to play for. Glenmuir out of Macon, Clarendon. Against St. Elizabeth Tech from Santa Cruz.
This season, yo, it's one day my school like a finish the league and beat with you that I collect the golden boot and be the favorite with the people. Yo, it's with the fans that roll out that boat, it's not my vehicle. Can I be good?
Also an assistant, and then Nurse goes in the fourth official.
Glenmuir unchanged from the last time we saw them against Dental Technical. Justin Murray's in goal. James Wellington is there. Conroy Nicely is the man in charge of the defensive line. O'Neill Henley there as well. Ty Queen, Allen, Denzel Watson, Kamari in the middle of the field along with Dustin Cohen. Watch for Orel Miller, Ricardo Binns, and Lorraine Watson. Cohen in there as well. 56 goals between those three. St. Elizabeth Technical High School won the winners against Kemp's Hill. They remain unchanged as well. Kaim Lewis is the man that didn't want to take charge. He has 26 goals this season. And he'll be, of course, led by a team that includes Janoy Stedman, their goalkeeper, who has been fantastic with 19 clean sheets this season.
Eagerly anticipating kickoff here. Set to be an intense final. Glenmuir versus Steths, and we're on the way.
They waited for this one. This is indeed going to be about Orel Miller already threatening for Glenmuir. That's going to be that type of game, this type of game. There's Omar Wedderburn, the man in charge of St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Always cool, always calm. One who can relate to his players. Oreen Watson.
And this is what we anticipate to see from the Glenmuir, a team that loves to go forward, a team filled with goals. As I said, Watson, Cohen, and Miller combining for a bucket load, but Steths, a team so good defensively. Massive players at the back, one of which, Malachi McMaster, who was sensational in the semi-final. He'll have to be on his toes this evening.
First corner of the game, Dustin Cohen to deliver this one into the box. Sends it to the back post. Stedman can't collect. So Glenmuir will get another corner.
And speaking of the semi-final, that man, Janoy Stedman, had his struggles in terms of distribution, didn't start the most confidently against Kemp's Hill, and his first half was error-prone. So he'll be hoping that that opening moment isn't one that's going to continue for him as a theme of this game. Take two for the corner kick.
Henley with a short corner this time to Cohen. Cohen looks to swing at this one low, cleared away. Still danger here. Miller on his favorite right foot. That one goes over the crossbar.
Yeah, very, very good chance there. And a man of his quality, 17 goals this season. You expect him to a little bit better. Wonderful ball over the top from Binns, but he's always leading back. And to catch that one on the half volley, it's a difficult technique to execute. And he'll be hoping that he gets a couple more chances like that, because it was a beautiful pass through from Ricardo Binns. Good ball over the top from Binns, but he's always leading back. And to catch that one on the half volley, it's a difficult technique to execute. And he'll be hoping that he gets a couple more chances like that, because it was a beautiful pass through from Ricardo Binns.
Another player to watch for the St. Elizabeth Technical High School team DeAndre Barnett, the number 10, influential this season. Pretty much the architect and orchestrator of the opportunities to score for the team from Santa Cruz.
Early free kick for Glenmuir after very good passage of possession play. Miller was taken down, and it's something that you'll find that you see very often. Coach Andrew Peart has these charges well drilled. They've won titles 3 seasons on the spin, and he's looking for that elusive Dacosta Cup crowd as Ray is looking for bids.
Good defensive work there. So just amounted to a goal kick.
Yeah, that time was Prince Perry, one of the 2 fullbacks in this team, who both will have to work exceedingly hard against Binns and Miller, but also centre-backs will have their hands full with one Glenmuir captain, Orion Watson. So much talent in this Glenmuir team. Steths have much talent of their own as well.
When they come, Glenmuir with possession, Orion Watson trying to get away from his marker. Still with it. It's brought down. The challenge waved off.
Yeah, I thought for sure that would have been a free kick, but it's the first time we've had to see Watson go head-to-head with the big number 4 McMaster, but Glenmuir have won it back here.
Miller has the ball, goes for the shot instead. It is going to be that type of game, high tempo, especially on the part of Glenmuir, who will show their attacking prowess from early. The last 3 games that these teams would have played against each other, Glenmuir winning twice, Steths getting the win of the other. That was in 2017, the Dosta Cup quarterfinals. Last season they met in the quarterfinals, 5-2 winners, Glenmuir on that occasion. Of course, they went on all the way to the final, loss to Garvey Maseo in penalties. Garvey Maseo, who also beat them earlier this season. One of 2 teams to defeat them in the first round of this competition. But you'll say that they got their lick back. Here comes St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
There goes Justin Murray ushering it out. 2 very good goalkeepers on display as well today here. Justin Murray, the custodian, number 80 for Glenmuir. He's been crucial to them all season, as has this man, Miller, who clear across a dangerous pass, but Headley clears it up.
Watson is almost through. Did get a hand up there to try to stop him, did Dante Hewitt, and enough to give Stedman a chance to come forward and collect.
It's going to be a fascinating battle between not just Watson and McMaster, but Hewitt as well. The 2 centre-backs have so much work to do against a striker of such quality.
Justin Cohen out to Orel Miller. Takes it back from him and he goes on a run. But he's easily marshaled there. Good work again by Prince Perry. Rather Jane Lynch, the number 8 in the middle of the field. Bits lays it off for Tyquin Allen to Watson. You'd bet on him to convert those any day of the week, but this time Stedman is lucky, and so too St. Elizabeth Technical High School.
Big chance for Glenmuir, but it's also a difficult chance for Orion Watson. Lovely switch out to this left side. Biggs has been a good outlet so far in this first half. Lovely underlap, and it's a decent ball into the box. It's just a bit high for him. In the end, he has to go to sort of his side instead of a boot thrown at it, and unfortunately for him, couldn't convert it home, but you cannot give away Watson that much space in the box.
Watson in and behind, still trying to get through there. Flight stays down. Bates taken away by the captain, Barnett. Forced to clear now. Ball stays with Glenmuir. Glenmuir have 3 titles. The last time they won this competition was in 2012. Come away with it. St. Elizabeth Technical High School, trying to go forward, but equal to the task is Conroy nicely. Ball goes to Steths. Rather Glenmuir, a throw. Steths have last one in 2015. That was their 5th title. Of course, during a period that they went on a fantastic run in the Ben Francis Cup. Five titles back to back to back to back to back. And then a 6th in 2015 as well.
Free kick here for Steths. Referee having a word or two with Denzel Watson. A bit clumsy in the middle of the park that time. First opportunity for the team from Santa Cruz to get some bodies into the box, and big Malachi McMaster's on his way as well. Towering figure.
This one sent inside the box. Had quite a few to aim for. Barnett comes away with it. Still danger. Strong tackle there to keep possession. Searching for Bates. Bates trying to run away. And it gets away from Perry on that occasion. But Perry shepherds it for a goal kick.
Yeah, fascinating battles wherever you look. Prince Perry has had a very good season from right back. When you look at the pace that Ricardo Binns has, 8 goals this season, go along with 3 assists. He's definitely a big danger. Perry has to continue to marshal. Here comes Steths once again, looking to stitch things together in the midfield. Time to give it away though.
Yeah. But they still keep it through Steths. Denzel Watson in a battle there with Barnett. Watson comes away. Off the hand of Miller. But the foul instead goes the way of Glenmuir in favor for them. That touch there by O'Neill Henry was a bit strong, and that pass goes out for a throw. Wide from Barnett. They still have it, Steths. Shot comes in, and that one was over the bar from Kenoy Banton.
Yeah, decent effort in the end, but that one always rising and rising over the goal of Justin Murray. can't afford to give Steths based on the edge of the box. Henry Banton, the match winner in the semi-final against Kemps Hill after a brilliant bit of play from his captain, DeAndre Barnett. It was a cool finish as well, so him another man that can definitely grab some goals for Steths. Lovely flick from Binns.
Fantastic work there. Allen gives it back to Binns. Binns trying to make a run down this left-hand side. He's being trapped by Prince Perry. Gives it back to Allen, who whips it across to the waving arms of Stedman. Kamari Ray trying to find a pass to Binns, and again Perry will let this one run along, out of touch. Straight away by Denzel Watson.
Yeah, this is exactly what Steths will want now. Slow the game down a bit. They're a team that loves a midfield battle, a very, very physical outfit. And they use that physicality and that midfield prowess to ensure that they don't lose games, and there's some good play. They've got skilled players like Barnett over on this right side that can win you any match. So for Glenmuir, they cannot afford to get into an ugly contest with Steths, because that will certainly play into the hands of the team from Santa Cruz as Headley gets it clear looking for Watson.
That one booted up to you by Jade Lynch. Fantastic work there by Dustin Cohen. Pressure from Lynch forces him to lose possession. Steths will want to win this not only for their school but for their parish. Still rebuilding, still staying strong, showing their resilience, and they hope that their efforts to rebuild would start with rebuilding their footballing prowess. Ben Francis Cup champions last season. This year they've taken it a step further, trying to return to the promised land. Let's do the Trinidadian Kaim Lewis. Lewis trying to find a way to the box. Headley does well, but Lewis still has it. And eventually they get it away, but only for a corner.
Yeah, first opportunity we've had to say the name of the 26-goal man, Kaim Lewis. O'Neill Headley is no slouch, but Lewis showing strength of his own and doing very, very well to win this corner kick. And he's a man that you have to keep a keen eye on. He's certainly been one of the competition's best players this season. Here's Ryan White to take this into in corner.
This one swung inside the box and is cleared away. Steths come up with it. Throw for Glenmuir. Trying to find Noel Miller.
Yeah, the avenue for Glenmuir has to be to get the ball into the pocket of space, right in front of the Steths back line, into Dustin Cohen. Haven't seen too much from him today, but it's a definite X factor. A wonderful, wonderful player. Glenmuir is number 10, and getting him going would certainly be a good way to get Glenmuir going as well. But here comes Steths. It's not for a good challenge there from Conroy nicely.
We are trying to find Lewis. And Lee's there. Move it back to Lewis. When it passes him. Steths stay with it. That one cleared away and stays in play. Glenmuir get possession now.
A combination of McMaster and Perry ensuring that Oren Watson doesn't have any space at all. That's been a theme so far today. You see McMaster again touch tight to Oren Watson, and he has to be. That was a lovely attempt at a switch of play, and it's gone out. I thought it was going to be a corner kick, but last touch of Ariel Miller. Goal kick for Glenmuir. Excuse me, for Steths.
Steths. He did mention that they will rely heavily on Kaim Lewis. He has 26 goals up. Next best scorer in their team is Prince Perry with 7. So it falls heavily on the shoulders, or rather Shamar Stewart with 7. But it falls heavily on the shoulders of Kaim Lewis, the Trinidadian. Stewart is on the bench. We've had 14 goal scorers this season. Steths. They have the ball in the middle of the field. Finds Barnett. Perry. Byington. Misses that one, but comes down with it. Barnett. Lynch. Shot comes in from Lewis, and that's a stunning save. Well done by Justin Murray. Straight at him. Good positioning. Up to the task.
Some effort from Kaim Lewis. It was all about the first touch, really. Got himself into position and let loose an absolute arrow towards goal. And Murray stung his palms, but luckily for him, as you said, well positioned to clean it up at the second time of asking, and that's going to be a free kick for Steths. We should take quickly.
Trying to find Lewis, but Murray does well to come off his line. Bates. Overpass to Allen. Instead, Headley is forced to clear. He was trying to boot that one along the line. Coy loses that battle in the air. Miller, he's brought down by Barnett.
Yeah, that's a good fault to take, because had Barnett been beat there, Oren Watson was on his bike, but Glenmuir take it quickly again. Here's Cohen.
Cohen. Wayward shot.
Yeah, can't give him that much space, but luckily for Steths, they're off the hook. He was always leaning back on that attempt, and he was never going to trouble Jonas Stedman.
Battle already going on. Eventually cleared away. Wellington with the throw for Glenmuir. Watson is brought on. That's Moraine and Denzel cleans up for him. Bates hounded by Perry. Brought down again. Kamari Ray this time.
Yeah, really good midfield play from Kamari Ray. Just took it on the spin and then made himself big. Good touch. And then just goads the challenge from Kaim Lewis. Good job to win the free kick as Headley spears it out wide.
Denzel Watson trying to find Cohen. Cohen is in good space to shoot. It's blocked. Headley. Handball.
Yeah, good experience play there from Headley, ensuring that that free kick was not taken quickly because Glenmuir had numbers up the pitch. Now they get bodies behind the ball, and Hewitt will look to go long. Nearly falls for Banton in the box.
Calling out Stedman to collect. He does so eventually, but not taking any chances there. Dante Hewitt.
Yeah, you can clearly see the strategy between Hewitt and McMaster. McMaster is the screener, the man that goes face to face with Watson. Anytime Watson tries to get on a run, McMaster is right there with him. That time he just held him off, and Hewitt could clean things up. And then some very, very good play from Kaim Lewis, drawing in 2 or 3 Glenmuir players. Gets the challenge, goes down, gets the free kick. Dangerous position this for Steths.
And referee Dewar will have a word with Conroy nicely, who see there, he got a touch on him, and again, let's tripped him up. Good position this. 2 standing over, including the 26-goal man, Lewis himself. 5-man wall for Glenmuir. Justin Murray is trying to position perfectly. Barnett is there as well.
Barnett has a lovely set piece on him, but could have easily be their leading scorer.
Barnett thinks this one is into the wall. And the Glenmuir come away with the throw. James Wellington to take that one.
Steths putting the squeeze on, pressing Glenmuir high in their own half. That time to good effect, winning the throw in.
Come away with it. Cross is wide, wayward, and no threat for Glenmuir's defense. Miller. Steths. They get the throw. Jay Lynch loses on that challenge. Biggs comes forward and he's tracked by Perry, who wins it. Steths. Jay Lynch thinks of a shot. Style goes for Dick. Denzel Watson for Glenmuir.
See there, Orion Watson holding the ball, and McMaster followed him all the way. And then eventually was taken out, but no free kick, says the referee.
And again, Glenmuir. You can see Coach Andrew Pierre just gesturing to Watson to make a short pass there. He was in trouble. Instead of sending it back to Wellington, he decided to go for it. Hold on to possession.
In the last 5 to 10 minutes, Steths, I think, showing and executing their game plan very well. Pressing Glenmuir high up the pitch, winning the ball back on a couple of occasions, and really stifling this free-flowing Glenmuir team, very similar to what we saw Dintil do against them in the semi-final. Here comes Glenmuir, though, with Watson.
This one set aside beautifully. Almost felt kindly there for Ricardo Biggs. And just on your point here, Liley, they have been very stubborn this season. St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Only conceded 6 goals this season.
You can certainly see why when you watch them. One reason is they have a very good goalkeeper in General Stedman. Another is that their defensive line, Perry, McMaster, Hewitt, all brilliant. And then their strength in the midfield is very good as well. That's a fantastic run. And here's Roger Newman.
Newman was searching for Lewis. That one comes away. Allen trying to defend this one for Glenmuir. Boot it up. Falls to Raheem White. Newman again. Right in front of goal, an opportunity. Saved by Murray and booted out. Cleared away.
A bit fortunate for Steths with how that opportunity fell to Kenroy Banton. But nonetheless, Justin Murray out in a flash. Did so well to make himself big. And he made the save. It was a crucial save. Nonetheless, he got there right in the nick of time. Still with Glenmuir. Heading it now into the middle of the park for Denzel Watson.
Orion Watson to Denzel. Again, this St. Elizabeth Technical High School defense showing their depth. Barnett is finding the clearance out for a throw. Glenmuir hold on to possession. Miller. Allen. Cohen. Shot comes in. Ray this time over the crossbar.
Wasn't too bad an effort, you know. Set it up really well for himself. Got good purchase on the shot. Created decent contact, but that one from that distance, always a difficult skill to execute. And General Stedman, a difficult man to beat from that far out.
Steths. Now we're trying to come the other way. Kerry. Over Lynch. Miller strict. Looking upfield by Kimani Ray.
And again, Malachi McMaster doing a brilliant job marshalling O'Reilly Watson. He's a handful and it's not an easy task at all, but right now, McMaster getting the better of the Glenmuir captain.
Yeah, he saw the damage in the semifinals that he was able to do with O'Reilly Watson. A brace against Dintil Technical. It was 1-1 up until he scored in the 73rd minute again.
Again, cannot speak enough on the game plan thus far from Omar Wedderburn. Glenmuir, for large portions of this first half, have been stifled, haven't been able to play their game much at all. More than half an hour into this game now, and you have to say Steths have had the better opportunities, and here they come once more.
Good for Watson. McMaster can't hold it this time. Watson is brought down. Referee says no foul.
Yeah, initially you thought finally O'Reilly Watson had the beating of the towering number 4, but fantastic recovery. See it here, just get in front of him. But that from McMaster, just the slightest of pushes and then the toe to get the ball back. Expertly defended from Malachi McMaster. Master of his craft.
Cohen can't get away from Lynch, but it falls nicely to James Wellington. Here comes Steths now. That attack repelled, but they have another go at it. Cohen was trying to find Miller with that pass. It's as if O'Reilly Watson was dying.
And after some very high-paced action, it's about 36 minutes gone. First opportunity for either head coach to have some words with his charges as O'Reilly Watson receives some treatment. But it's been exactly what we expected. A game played at breakneck pace. Both teams battling extremely hard for every duel. But so far, I think that Steths overall, as Jonathan Stedman out of the picture, is receiving some treatment as well. And we're also going to take a quick look at some of the highlights of this game so far.
Yeah, it hasn't really been much between the two of these teams. Equal chances, really. This was the first one of the game. Ricardo Binks, we thought that Watson would have converted that home any day of the week. Taim Lewis had a shot of his own. And it was all about both teams testing each other.
Yeah, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see if we can spot any slight differences in the way either team attacked this game after that slight break in play. Both Coach Peart and Coach Wedderburn have had a chance to watch this game, to see how their teams are playing out and to impart some knowledge, some wisdom. Let's see how that changes things potentially.
Ray Losing that one to Lewis. Wellington eventually clears it. That could have been dangerous. Some miscommunication there. But Murray does well enough to hold on to it. They go the other way now, Glenmuir. Watson, again, McMaster is there.
Yeah, he's like Velcro to the back of a Reid Watson at the moment. Glenmuir's captain doesn't have any space or time to breathe on the ball. That's been certainly a key in this first half because he's been stifled and so have his team, but nearly they win it back. It's gone out though. Prince Perry sliding in, clearing it out for a throw-in. It's sort of what we've expected to see or come to expect from this Steths team. They're very hard to beat. They're an awful team to play against, and I mean that sincerely as a compliment to Steths. They make things so difficult for their opponents, very rarely concede, and they have a lethal finisher at the other end. Here's McMaster again, and again.
4 players were converging for that one now. Watson still can't get past that defensive line. Dante Hewitt on that occasion. Here's Spitz. Acres of space, but they're tracking back. Sent him in the box, and Stedman steadily collects. Here's a chance for Steths, and he misses from that range. Who would bet against Kaim Lewis? Rather, Banton.
It was a guilty chance. Does so well. He makes it for himself. And in that position, he done all the hard work. All that was left was the finish. And Kenoy Banton somehow put it wide. Can you believe it? The match winner from the semi-final. He can't give Steths the lead. Here's Kamari Ray though. Glenmuir look to counter punch.
James Wellington now advancing for Glenmuir. O'Rell Miller. Tussle for the ball there.
Brilliant play from Kyle Lewis again. Gets it on the turn. Puts his body between man and ball. And you can see such a polished striker he is. Very good play. Yes, he grabs on to the shirt of Kamari Ray. In the end, just waiting and waiting and waiting for that tackle to come in. And as soon as he feels the contact, goes down, gets the free kick, and alleviates some of the pressure for his side.
You get some attention now to alleviate the pressure on his foot.
Yeah, and off the ball here, O'Neal Headley having a very, very strong conversation. He's drawn his entire team in and he's looking to impart some encouragement of his own. That's the kind of leadership that you want from your big centre half. Everyone in the middle now. Glenmuir looking to put things right because they'll be the first to tell you they haven't been playing typical Glenmuir football. They haven't been playing to the best of their abilities thus far. And a lot of that credit has to go to St. Elizabeth Technical.
Yeah, not that fluid game that we're accustomed to seeing from Glenmuir, but they have been good. It's just that Steths have been equal to the task. They've been able to do what most teams can't do, Glenmuir, or couldn't do this season up until this point, and that is get a few shots off. This one set inside the box, headed towards goal, and Newman could only get it to Murray.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do as we inch ever closer to halftime is go 1-0 down against the Steths team as they win it back again.
Shot comes in, and that one is just as close, but we thought it was always going wide. Raheem White with a shot. Rather, it's Barnett, the captain, taking the shot from that distance. Murray watched it all the way. Couldn't really do anything about it. Luckily for him and for Glenmuir, who rode wide of a bar.
Yeah, for a man of his quality, you expect a bit better there from Steths' captain. Only the 3 goals this season, but he leads the team, 12 assists. But here's Kamari Ray for Glenmuir.
Ray picks up a shot and takes it, and instead goes out for a goal kick, and he immediately apologizes.
Yeah. Holding midfielders, whenever they get into that sort of position, you always assume that they might want to have a go, let loose. At that time, maybe just not the right option, but another player, Kamari Ray, who's been crucial to the way that Glenmuir play.
Throw for Steths.
As we enter a minimum of 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. What's been a very, very intriguing, very tight first half between these two teams. Another very good challenge though. Denzel Watson on Roger Newman, but a late Steths corner kick. An opportunity here potentially. They're not committing too many bodies forward though. But Master and Parish still in their own half. But it's still a good chance.
Whipped in my Banton towards the far post. Still in the danger zone. Miller. Steths do well to keep it. The shot comes in. Wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Yeah, that one always drifting and drifting further wide. And again, not a good sight for Steths because Kaim Lewis is on the turf once more, although now he's back to his feet. Take another look at it. Get it onto that right foot. Just testing his range there. And that ball has gone out. Allen couldn't keep it in, and we're just moments away now from the halftime interval. Can either side get one more big chance before the referee's whistle?
Reed Watson. Ray out to bits. Allen. Nice pass from Denzel Watson to Ricardo Biggs. Biggs to Ray, and Ray gives it back to Biggs. Can he whip this one in? No, he can't catch it. There goes the whistle to end the first half of this encounter in the Dacosta Cup final. It has been fire and fury. Colorado versus the team from Santa Cruz. Nothing can divide them. They're both playing to their strengths. Despite the scoreline, you wonder who would be the happier team, really. Glenmuir immediately converging to discuss that first half. Steths, high fives all around. They're happy with how their defense is working, but there's a break. The coaches have a chance to speak to both teams, and I'm sure that we'll see more intensity in the next 45. But for now, it's 0-0 in the Dosta Cup final at the National Stadium.
Jamaica's season for giving thanks for what matters. It's the time to show up, be there for each other, and to feed our hope for a brighter tomorrow. Celebrate being together with a KFC festive feast. Get the new festive 9 bucket. Proceeds from each festive feast purchase go towards hurricane relief. KFC is finger licking good.
Here we need to pass the ball quicker, much quicker. And you need to make sure I'm the coach. And I'm the assistant coach. No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water? I've got it, coach.
The Chris and Charles Merry Money Mania loan promotion. This Christmas, borrow big and win bigger. Get $1.5 million or $2 million in loans at special reduced rates, plus a chance to win your share of $1 million. And new customers get double entries. The promotion runs from October 15 and is now extended to January 30, 2026. Visit any Chris and Charles branch or chrisandcharles.com for details. Chris and Charles, making life merry again. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Come on now, income chairs, choo-choos and essences so good. Feed your preference, shop like fresh. You'll be craving more and more and more. Here comes the crave. Income chairs and choo-choos. Feed your cravings, you know you want to.
Now we support it with Pink Card.
Back here at the National Stadium is 0-0 in the Dacosta Cup final. It has been a fantastic game so far. Quality that we expected from both teams given the seasons that they've had. St. Elizabeth Technical High School, they were a wall to break down, and Glenmuir, they did get their chances a few times and just could not convert. Almost equal the type of play that we see in front of fans who have been very active and invested in this match. Here was the first real chance for Glenmuir. Brings to Added, got it over to O'Reilly Watson, who was neutralized so far for the most of the second half This chance for Kahim Lewis, the Trinidadian. 26 goals he had this season, their leading goal scorer, wasn't able to capitalize on that occasion. Glenmuir, despite being stabilized and neutralized and not easily as fluent as they are accustomed to, they got some shots off. Steths, this one fell nicely for Banton, who could not convert. Justin Murray was in the way of that segment. Has also been good so far for his team. Not only in goal, but delivering chances like this that Banton could not convert. Any day of the week you would expect a centre forward to deliver something like that. And Barnett with a follow-up. The few chances that they were able to get. 8 for Glenmuir, 7 for St. Elizabeth Technical High School. None on target for Glenmuir, 2 on target for St. Elizabeth Technical. 5 fouls in this one, 4 to Glenmuir. No card shown as yet. 1 corner more than Glenmuir for St. Elizabeth Technical High School. No offsides in this one. And possession at 52%, 48% for Glenmuir. But it's all draw at this break. 0-0. Leaving all to play for the next 45. We'll take a break here. When we come back, second half action.
Good evening to you. I'm Carolyn Brown here to give you the news headlines at halftime. Ahead of our news broadcast, Energy Minister Darrell Voss says additional crews and equipment have been deployed as power restoration efforts are intensified across western Jamaica. JPS intends to get power back to 90% of homes before year-end. Farmers impacted by the passage of Hurricane Melissa, who are customers of the National Irrigation Commission, are benefiting from a bill write-off through to the end of December. Officials at the National Irrigation Commission are also guaranteeing farmers will be able to secure the anticipated food production levels through reliable and consistent water supply. And the government says Jamaica has received international assistance from more than 36 countries following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kamina Johnson-Smith, detailed the scale of the global response as recovery efforts continue. All that and lots more coming up in CVM News following the showdown between Glenmuir and Steths. It's the Dacosta Cup final.
All you want for Christmas is the currency, the currency. At Jamaica Dacosta, your currency for Christmas comedy cook-off.
Friday, December 26th at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. Gates open 6 p.m. Showtime 7:30 sharp. Tickets at SpurOpen.com. Info 876-542-4160. Part proceeds support hurricane relief. Christmas comedy cook-off. Sponsored by KFC and Jamaica.
At Jamaica Dacosta, your currency for Christmas comedy cook-off.
This year really tested us, but it also reminded us of something really powerful.
That Jamaica is strong when we stand together.
Despite everything, we are still checking in, showing up, lifting up each other. That's what Christmas is really about.
Tommy never lift me up yet.
No.
But listen, we can still find reason to laugh, man.
Because kindness can light up any season, and it always finds a way. So let's celebrate together.
Let's support each other.
Let's share some good news.
Let's move forward as a team.
And let's rebuild together. Despite what we've been through, the good thing is we're together for Christmas with CVM TV.
This holiday season, CVM brings you the magic of togetherness. Holiday movie magic.
Now that is good. Miss Claire, I need you to come back here more often.
So many memorable films celebrating Black love, laughter, and legacy. December 19th through January 2nd. Catch them in prime time and rewatch all day on the holidays.
Counting on that.
From all of us to all of you, enjoy CVM's holiday movie magic, brought to you by singer Chris and Charles.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
We in this together. You are not alone.
The time by Satchel is
7 p.m.
National Stadium is the Dacosta Cup final, and just as exciting as the Manning Cup finals is, that's what we're experiencing here now. You've seen this lady's face a couple times, and she's back here with me again, Miss Carisha Ferguson, marketing coordinator at True Shake. Now, for the guys that are missing it, right? The action here at the National Stadium is immaculate. There's a section over there with True Shake, if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see it from right here, but True Shake has all of the fandangos going on over there. But of course, Ms. Ferguson can explain a little bit more as to what extra vibes the True Shake brings to the National Stadium.
Well, True Shake is shaking up the National Stadium today. We have our dancers, we have our drummers, and we're just shaking up, shaking down the place. It's fun. We did the Ben Francis stuff earlier. It was fun. It was exciting. You know, just to see the schools coming out, the persons, patrons repping for their schools. It's really fun and exciting down here. And if you're not here as yet, you need to hurry up and come before the final whistle blows.
Okay, well, Miss Ferguson, I saw you handing out the trophies yesterday, and you've been doing this for a while. You always come out to the teams, you greet the footballers. Some of them probably know you as well. What can we look forward to just seeing young players getting opportunity with corporate sponsors?
Well, we're looking forward to seeing them growing. It's such a great feeling, especially when you see them grow and gone into the senior team, being out here with them at this young stage and then getting to that stage. It's just a sense of joy, a sense of pride to know that we help to foster them into that, success for them as well.
And I know Dosta Cup means a lot to you. It's very close to your heart. And this year it's even more exciting. We have one of the schools who were recently impacted by Hurricane Melissa St. Elizabeth Technical performing against, they're competing against Glenmuir High today. So I know it will mean a lot for the country, for the parish of St. Elizabeth. But for you, just to see them reach this far in the competition, what can you say about just seeing the performance of the both schools coming in the competition?
I sat there in the stadium and the joy and the pride I felt because, I'm a Steths girl. So I am also repping for my parish and just sitting there watching the players. I mean, the game, it's so competitive and the young men, they're just putting out that effort because everybody wants to be the winner this evening. And I'm really, really looking forward to see the top team coming out on top. and just, having fun and raising their trophies.
All right, well, as usual, beautiful smiles here from Miss Ferguson, and we're going to continue.
It has been competitive indeed. We're underway.
Yeah, competitive would be an understatement, and much of the battle that we've seen is just there off the ball between Watson and the two centre halves of St. Elizabeth Technical, who have to receive all the plaudits. I've been singing their praises all first half, and they deserve it, because Lorraine Watson has been held to very little effect in this first half, and pretty much Steths, I think, would be definitely the happier of the two teams entering this second half. So keen to see what adjustments Andrew Peart may have made, but Glenmuir give it away again.
Kaim Lewis now picks up that one. You don't want him on the ball at any time. Being marshaled by Dustin Cohen, and now Ricardo Vince joins. Center wide. Lawrence. Newman. Newman again.
Butler with DeAndre Barnett. And the ball is now out of play. For a throw-in for Glenmuir. Deep inside their own half. It's now Kamara Ray. Just trying to win it back, with Glenmuir get it clear. Aurel Miller slipping as he tries to clear, and Kamara Ray. Ball now out of play. Wellington's throw. And Lorraine Watson couldn't keep hold of it. It's gone out for Steths throw in. Back with Wellington. Wants to get it forward. Denzel Watson was challenging. But Master gets it clear.
Mark Barnett is doing well. Sends it out wide for Lewis. Shot comes in, blocked. Foul. Ball with Steths, stays with them. He's going on a run of his own. He's brought down, and the referee says no penalty. He says play on. Crampton wins a corner for his team. This one swung into the box. Almost sent on the edge. Jade Lynch could not get a shot off on that occasion. He did think of it. McMaster comes away with it. Steths keep possession for now. Headley boots it clear. The battle in the midfield, won by Steths. Throw for Glenmuir, they get possession now. Andrew appeared animated on the sidelines as we often see him. Stedman. Lewis turns away from nicely. Nicely does well though. Steths have been the aggressor so far this half. Not long into it. Denzel Watson trying to let through Benson. Well done there by Prince Perry to clear that one away and get it out for a throw-in.
Crucial intervention from Prince Perry. Haven't really seen Vince get on his bike since early in that first half. And it's a theme because we haven't really seen Glenmuir play those incisive passes, splitting the defense much at all in this game. Nearly getting one off there. Can they take advantage from a throw-in now?
Really long into the box. Headed out. Can't keep that one. Jane Lynch. Throw for Glenmuir was trying to find Vince with that one.
Corner kick for Glenmuir and Dustin Cohen. Potential for an in-swinging delivery now. Body's up in the box for Glenmuir.
Swung into the box now towards the back post, and Henry was there, you know, but Stedman equal to the task.
And they're from Steths defending that corner. They left three players high up the pitch so that Glenmuir were unable to commit as much bodies as they wanted to for that corner kick. And in the end, it meant that defending it was much easier. Stedman had more space to come out into his box, claim that corner kick. Very good tactic that time from Steths. And they're going to have a throw in as well.
Referee don't want to send him back. Ready to position on the throw. Inched further up the pitch when he sent back in. Does well with the throw for before possession is given up. Jay Newman now running into space. Cohen. Nicely. Sends it for Orel Miller, who's been relatively quiet this game, Miller. 17 goals this season, hasn't even had a shot off in this game.
Watson trying to drop deeper to get on the ball, get away from the attentions of Hewitt and McMaster. Did well to connect it there. Now he has some space.
Decisive pass there. Stedman. First to it.
Yeah, that has to be adjustment if you're Orion Watson. They've been following him touch tight, especially McMaster. Dropping deeper now, looking to get away from that man-to-man marking. Look to connect some attacks for Glenmuir.
First card of the game will be shown to Jay Linton. It's a red card. No, if you're Steths. They're down to 10. And color red. Smell blood.
Take a look at it here. It looked innocuous at first. Dustin Cohen driving or we get the ball forward on the pitch. And it's a coming together here between the two players. innocuous indeed because we didn't even quite catch what exactly referee saw there. As we take a look at this one.
Yeah, pay attention to the middle of the screen there.
Yeah, I think he catches him high up on the leg with his left foot. As his free kick came in from distance from O'Neill Headley. So yeah, looked like a very, very high foot in the tackle. As I said, the coming together, it happened in a flash. Certainly a flashpoint in this game. And now, Glenmuir, who have been struggling for space all game, who have been struggling to get into their flow, who have been struggling for a foothold really to create that fluid attacking football that we know comes from them. Now, with a man advantage, you have to assume they're going to go into their ascendancy now. As Dustin Cohen wins it back. Now the ball out wide for James Wellington. And immediately it already feels like there's so much more space for Glenmuir to operate in. Here's Watson.
Denzel Watson that is with the ball. Looking for a pass. Instead makes the run. Tries to square this one. The header comes in and it's wider.
And it was Ricardo Binns arriving at the back stick. Player down for Steths. We'll take another look at it here. Good play from Watson. Swings it in towards the box. It's a late header. He's arriving, but he's always going narrowly wide. Big chance though. As we take another look at the red card from another angle. Yes, he swings going for the ball, and that left foot just catches the Glenmuir player high up on his leg, and the referee deemed that it was dangerous or violent conduct, reckless challenge, and in the end he made absolutely no hesitation in his call, and Maureen Watson just loses the ball there.
Throw for Steths. Yeah, that red card actually caught us by surprise. We did expect the card, yes, but a different color. Newman can't get away from Kamani Ray. Allen to Binns. Binns was trying to find Ray for the 1-2, but instead finds a Steths player. Barnett.
For Steths now, for Glenmuir now, 30 minutes against a team with 10 men. You have to back yourselves. And for Steths, playing against this Glenmuir team, one man down. It's a very, very tough prospect. You have to assume for one of the best defensive teams in schoolboy football will be about backing down the hatches, trying to ensure that you don't concede. Because if you do, then you have to in turn home this game up and leave even more spaces for Glenmuir. Here's Erin Watson. Good challenge.
Was looking for that pass inside to Orel Miller. Allen does want to pick up that one. Ray. Out wide to Miller. Instead is cleared away.
Anywhere will do for Steths at the moment. And that's their captain, DeAndre Barnett, looking for the outball, but nobody was there with him. Now, as I said, you can see, contrary to what was in the first half, there's so much time and space now on the ball for Kamari Ray, for O'Neill Headley now. But he loses out. That's a free kick.
Now, yeah. I think a yellow card will come out now, yes. Show to Kamani Ray. Yeah, and that red card not only changes things for Glenmuir, but for Steths, obviously, going down to 10 men, they have now already changed the way that they progress forward. They were a lot more aggressive, but now they just have to quell back a bit. Only two can advance now. I know there's more emphasis on that wall of defense as that one is cleared away. Aerial battle here, Barnett involved. Newman wins it momentarily. Denzel Watson gives it back to Newman. Barnett heads it forward now. Batten can't get through the traffic there. Wellington gets it off to Denzel Watson. Glenmuir now come forward through nicely. Nicely was trying to find that pass to Orel Miller. Wellington again. Reid. Forward for Oreen Watson. Steths puts it away. Lewis. Newman. Newman to Lewis. Lewis still going. Picks up a shot. It's blocked. Lewis strips it away. Barnett, the captain, now out to Newman. He's brought down and wins the foul.
Tough challenge there. We were running Roger Newman into a cul-de-sac. Didn't have anywhere to go. Let's take this free kick quickly.
Barnett dancing over this one. Can't get past Wellington. Wellington does well to win it.
Does so well, Wellington, and now we can lead this counter-attack potentially. Lovely 1-2. Watson and Wellington. Reid Watson's out wide.
Gives it back to James Wellington. Back to Reid Watson. Wellington gets it back. Has Dustin Coyne, and Coyne can't control that one. Bins! Stedman again.
And now you see Glenmuir starting to come out of their shell, starting to stitch things together, play a couple of these slick passing passages. But again, Steths with this outlet, Kyle Lewis look for a crucially opening goal in this game. But Lewis could keep that one. The right side of the crossbar. And again, it will be all about Glenmuir coming forward. And since that red card, it really has been all about Glenmuir as Jonathan Stedman goes down at a crucial moment in this game as Glenmuir are growing in confidence, and there was a shot from Biggs. Really good play. It was a poor control, attempted to control from Dustin Coyne, but nonetheless found its way to Ricardo Biggs. Fortunately, he couldn't find the target, but nonetheless, Andrew Peart now certainly will be licking his chops because his team have a massive opportunity to go on and claim that elusive Dacosta Cup.
Yes, change in temperature as Steths will make their first change.
Who's going off for Steths?
Coming on is Justin McPherson.
He has a very good option to have on the off the bench. Justin McPherson. Joint most assists in this team on 12. 3 goals as well. He's a man that can create something out of nothing. And in a game like this where it can become stretched, And when you have an outlet like Kai Lewis, you need players that can feed that outlet, and Justin McPherson is certainly one of those players.
Headley sends it out wide for Wellington. Miller inside the box now. Can't get the cross. Was aiming for either Blinson or Reed Watson.
But again, it's a crucial sense intervention to ensure that it's not a clear path into their box. That's really trying to combine with Ricardo Bins there, but just not on quite the same wavelength. Physical battle there. Kamari Ray and Kai Lewis. At that time, Ray's penalized. And Steths have a reprieve with this free kick.
Remember, Steths are down to 10 men. Red card in 55th minute for Jade Lynch. Glenmuir restart this game. Nicely. Sends Headley on a bit of a run. Allen back to nicely. Dustin Cohen. Cohen to Wellington. Wellington. Miller. Bad pass by Miller and it's rooted away. Anywhere would do. Kai Lewis on that occasion.
Yeah, this one quickly turning into attack versus defense. Just about 68, 69 minutes on the clock.
So still lots of time to play. This one sent inside, Binks on the end of this one, and flag goes up. Yeah.
Still no changes for Glenmuir. Coach Peart trusting the 11 that he selected thus far. Trusting that they can find a way to turn the screw to unlock this airtight Steths defense.
This one is headed on. Falls safely to Justin Murray, who picks it up. And that's quite contrary to what we saw last season. I mean, Denzel Watson, Ricardo Bins, two of the super subs, if we could go that route and call them that, came off the bench, delivered a winner, that connection in the Champions Cup against Kingston College. Came off the bench late in the 2024 Dacosta Cup final. Didn't deliver then, but they were trusted to produce something. Now they're in the starting 11. No choice but for Coach Andrew Peart to trust the 11 out there. It seems like he's gearing up for a change after all. Looks as if Devontae Gordon will make his entrance, but for now, it's a throw-in for Glenmuir. Wellington. They've been playing through him a lot in the second half. They're defending in numbers. All 9 men behind the ball. For second is a technical high school. Target of 9s. Watson. That shot off target.
Yeah, that's really what we would have wanted from him all day long. Get one hand on the centre back, get your position again and roll the centre back. As we see the replay coming in, just holds him off, gets the space for the shot. It's a snap shot, yes, but a decent one. First time he's gotten the better of Masters. Confirmation of the substitute. It's Chekani Allen making his way, and confirmation that it is indeed Devonnie Gordon who's on for Glenmuir. And again, General Stedman is down, so again we'll have a slight break in play.
Yeah, he'll get some treatment, and these fans have been so focused on this game that it has gotten so quiet within the National Stadium. Here's a look at that red card again. Jade Lynch sent off in the 55th minute on a foul on Denzel Watson. Watson, who delivered this opportunity for Ricardo Binns. Yeah, and it has been Glenmuir ever since. Coyne not able to control that one. Binns with a follow-up shot. Stedman was there to collect. Back on the way. Banton. Sent this one inside. Murray.
Has had precious little to do in the second half. Justin Murray, even before that red card, and before that red card, I think Glenmuir were slightly improved side in the second half, and that red card has only really dampened this game as a contest. Justin Murray won't be complaining about that one. Certainly, Glenmuir fans will be hoping that they can turn this possession into a crucial goal. That's a great challenge in the midfield by White.
First touching the ball for Gordon. Sent forward, Orel Miller. Miller into the box and foul given.
I'm not too sure about that one. Looked like a coming together. Two players battling for the ball. Didn't really see much untoward there from Orel Miller. As we take another look at it, come together and maybe it's that slight arm on the shoulder. Nonetheless, Steths get away from the pressure, come away with this free kick for General Stedman.
That one headed on to Justin Murray. So that red card has really changed the tempo of this game. Glenmuir, they're coming forward. Steths soaking up the pressure. Relying heavily on their strength, which is defensively. Coyne. Nicely. Gordon, the substitute. Wellington. Stringing passes together now. Glenmuir, as they have been doing all half. Thought of a shot, Ray, but gave it up instead. To the one.
Yeah, and if there's any team that you'd back, a set with it back.
A blistering showcase of speed there by Nicey to get back and defend that one off of McPherson.
I was just about to say, if there's any team that you back to be able to defend even with 10 men, to remain compact, it's this Steths unit. We've talked about their defensive strength and stability all game, all season. And so far, they've really repelled everything that Glenmuir have had to throw at them. And now potentially, can they throw something back at the defending Champions Cup holders?
Dosta Cup.
Master has been absolutely everywhere today. Covered every blade of grass from that centre half position. Sterling performance. Ball out wide now. Kamari Ray looking for the overlap of Ricardo Bates. He's found it. Bates into the box.
Foul given by referee Dewar.
To be fair to the referee, if it's one thing he has been, it's consistent, fairly quick whistle all evening. That's a good ball into the box. Miller was challenging, didn't really see where exactly the foul was again, but he saw enough contact to deem an infringement, and again, Stedman's free kick can go long towards McPherson. Good flick on, but too many bodies back for Glenmuir. Kenroy Banton is crowded out.
Ray clears that one. Just about 10 minutes to play now.
You can see Steths already taking a sweet time over this one. Not in any real rush, as it looks like Prince Perry need to come across and take this throw.
Throw for Glenmuir now. They played from deep in their half. Wellington. Gordon. Ray on the run now. Bates looking for a pass inside the box. Found one on the edge, and that one is cleared away. Steths come the other way with it now. Wellington again.
Yeah, he's been stellar as well. Great performance from right back defensively, but as well as in possession. Glenmuir's right back has had a very, very accomplished evening. Not long left now in this game. And I mentioned early on that this is a game that is between two teams with very good goalkeepers on either side. And should this go to penalties at the end of 90 minutes, they could indeed be the difference. As Gerard said, really not long left now. And Glenmuir will be desperate for a goal. Desperate for this man to find something for the Marine Watson, but his opposite captain Barnett does well. Here's McPherson.
Lovely turn by Shamar Stewart there, but luckily O'Neill Henley was behind that one to boot it out of play. Lawrence with the throw. He's brought down. Should see a card here. Wellington showed the yellow card for that fall.
That will be a damper on what's been a really great night for him. Has really put a foot wrong before that. And now for Steths. Haven't got that many bodies committed forward, but one of them is one of the tallest players on the pitch in McMaster.
Swung in by Barnett. Corner.
And a thankful arm in the air from McMaster. He liked that delivery from DeAndre Barnett. He's not going to take another one though. Because Ryan White will stroll across. For this ensuing corner, the Steths fans on their feet now. Are they sensing a potential moment of magic to steal this game at the death?
This one swung aside and still dealt with trouble there. Finally, away to safety, but still with Steths. White. Watson on him. Going out.
Hard ball against Dustin Cohen. Again, these are the little moments that Steths really need to continue to run this clock down.
Took a hard tumble there, did Kamani Ray. It seems to be more serious. I think it landed awkwardly on his side.
Very, very tough landing indeed, and could be windy as well, as just moments away from seeing how much added time we have at the end of this game. Will probably be more now that Kamari Ray is down receiving treatment. As we take a look over to the fourth official. 6 additional minutes. 6 minutes for either team to try and find that magical moment. But as we head into stoppage time, we're obviously going to have a bit more, as this does look fairly serious for Kamari Ray. His teammates around him.
Seems he'll be okay. He's sitting up now, which is a good sign. And he's on his feet. Probably not the weight out of him a bit. He'll go to the sidelines and receive further treatment. So it's all equal on the pitch, at least for now.
Drop ball as we resume. Headley back to his goalkeeper.
Raised back onto the field now as Wellington immediately tries to pick him out. Headley does well to get the ball to Cohen. Cohen trying to charge forward with Campbell. Campbell can't get past McMaster. Barnett trying to find a way through to Raheem White, and that one is cleared away.
Nicely with a crucial challenge. Steths again, not in any particular rush. We played a couple of minutes of the initial 6 that were added on, but probably have another minute or so for a Kamari Ray injury.
Glenmuir come away with it. But give it right back to Steths, who delivers this one into the box, and Headley can't clear, but luckily for him, Justin Murray is there to offer assistance. Crunching challenge by Dustin Cohen.
So much space here for Lewis.
Lewis is in the box now. Headley makes it look easy. Barnett with a shot straight to Murray.
Yeah, Glenmuir really need to get the ball in the picture if they want to find that goal. Steths have really stifled them, even with 10 men. Nearly a loose pass, but here's Dustin Cohen.
Cohen picking up a shot. He does take it, but it's only into the hands of Stedman again. And now the stadium is coming alive, especially the fans from St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, they know what a big-time defensive performance their team has put in. And there could be more for them here.
Shot from Lewis, and that's tipped away by Murray.
It's a spectacular effort from Kyle Lewis. What an equal save. Pulls out his very best there, Justin Murray. As Ray White once again will take a sweet time, stroll over, and look to deliver a dangerous corner. McMaster is up, Hewitt is up. Ray White's corner. Substitution coming for Steths.
Number 30 for Steths, Tamari Roach coming in for Prince Ferry. This one swung to the near post, and Ray Watson with the boot. Play called back, Barnett with a foul.
Free kick for Glenmuir. We've almost played 5 minutes of the initial added 6. Another substitution here. Kamari Ray leaving the pitch to be replaced by number 5. A 7 Ramadial. Free kick now taken. Justin Murray goes up wide to Campbell. Such a Ramadial. Now it's Campbell.
Campbell, not touched too heavy, and you could only watch it go out for a goal kick.
And with every passing moment, every time the ball goes out, you can hear the Steths fans cheering on the final whistle.
They know that they have a good chance if it goes to penalties. Really, both teams will have a good chance. Lewis was trying to get in behind nicely there. He's trying to find Wellington Murray. Wellington is tackled, but luckily Glenmuir keep possession, inching closer to that final whistle now. Sent into the middle of the park.
We've played the initial 6 minutes. It's all up to the referee's discretion now.
Watson to O'Reilly Watson. Goes out wide to Campbell. Campbell with a lovely touch to get past his marker. Tries to get that one inside. Does. Cleared away by Steths. Raheem White trying to go for it. And nicely it's brought down. Should get the card here. No, he doesn't.
Maybe one last chance. Maybe. If then you have time. Referees check this watch.
There goes the final whistle. It's not over yet. 90 minutes have been played, plus stoppages, and there's still nothing to separate these two teams. It is a story of how this game has been competitive, equal, despite Steths going down to 10 men, but ferocious, fierce, and phenomenal. They all, at the end of regulation, we are going to penalties. Stay right where you are. Let's take a look back at how this game would have gone for both teams. It started with Glenmuir out the blocks like lightning. Ricardo Binch pulling this one through for Allen, who was substituted later on, and O'Reilly Watson just could not get a proper touch on that one to convert it in. Steths, they came the other way though. Kaim Lewis, with all of his 26 goals might behind that, couldn't get it past the goalkeeper Justin Murray. He had another chance though. Banton again, Murray was up to the task. And it was all about the challenges. Steths came forward with ferocious. You would have thought that this was when they would have gone 1-0 up. Banton kicking himself because he wondered. This is a defining moment in this game. The second half, 55th minute. Jade Lynch sent off for a challenge on his opposite number, Denzel Watson. That opened the door for what were chances for Glenmuir. They just could not convert any. They tried. Binks had a glorious opportunity after this miscontrol, what turned out to be a dummy by Dustin Coyne. And O'Reilly Watson, he was stifled all game long by McMaster. Eventually got through, but just could not convert that one. Was an awkward position though. This one came very close for Orel Miller. But a late touch by Javor Lawrence kept it equal at the end. 16 shots for Glenmuir, 11 for St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Glenmuir took 10 shots before they could get their first on target. They ended with 4. One more than St. Elizabeth Technical High School. 11 fouls on Glenmuir's side, only 6 on Steths. 2 yellow cards shown to the Glenmuir side and 1 defining red card. That one going to Jay Lynch. 10 corners in this one. Steths getting 6 of them. 1 offside and a whopping 62% of the possession. Lion's share of it going to Glenmuir. Well, we are right back where we were 1 season ago. Different teams. Glenmuir was a part of that shootout. They were on the losing end of that shootout. To God, we must say on that occasion, this time they faced Steths. They've lost the last shootout in this occasion. Steths seem to be the more confident team coming into this one. Stedman, he looks ready. Toss just being finished there to decide who will take the first kick.
So much of penalties turns into mental warfare, psychological warfare. And so often, the team that kicks first, it's the team that ends up winning the penalty shootout. We will see if that continues. As you see, General Stedman just amping this crowd up just a bit more. Fever pitch inside the office. And it looks like it might just be Steths first, but we will just wait to confirm and see. So much drama, so much intrigue. It will be Steths first, and it will be the 26 goal man, Kyle Lewis. Didn't have much to go off today, but he can put his side into a commanding position. He can put his side ahead, and he can give them confidence for the rest of these spot kicks.
I'm sure that our audience is on the edge of their seats. Referee Noir having a word with both goalkeepers. They know what's at stake. Decibels have risen here at the National Stadium on both ends.
And the last penalty shootout we had here on CVM TV had a goalkeeper being the hero. Ben Francis semi-final. That was Little Rodney of Clarendon College. Can Justin Murray or General Stedman match him? First though, it's Kaim Lewis.
Trinidadian steps up, their leading goal scorer for this season. Wasn't able to convert any chance today, but can he convert this first penalty? Easy as you like. Sent Justin Murray the wrong way, and Steths, they have the slight advantage.
Cheeky, so cheeky from Kyle Lewis. You might have not caught it, but it was a slide point to the bottom left corner, putting Justin Murray off. And now Arain Watson, the captain, the other 26 goal man, steps up. Can he match Steths' marksman?
Had a quiet game, Arain Watson. Stifled by McMaster. Was not able to find the usual space and make those runs through the channels as he'd like. Now this is all on him. Very close, but he converts. Perfect penalty. Right in the bottom left corner.
Confident from the captain. We know the pressure on his shoulders, and he makes no mistake. Cool, slotted home. Good enough power on it. Nothing Stedman could do. And speaking of captains, it's the number 10 for Steths. It's DeAndre Barnett. It's a man who's exceptional over the dead ball.
Ooh. He converts 2-1 St. Elizabeth Technical High School, and now he's hyping up the crowd, and he'll go over to his goalkeeper. Both captains have scored now.
Calm as you like, really. The subtle step sends Justin Murray the wrong way. And speaking of dead ball specialists, they're setting us up perfectly here because it's O'Neill Headley, who's had a great season. Fantastic player and a powerful left boot. Let's see what he does.
Third kick for Glenmuir. O'Neill Haley boots on the second one. We're all square here.
You'd have to do some searching to find a better penalty kick than that. He put his boot through it, but the accuracy was also there. And I'll tell you what, no keeper in schoolboy football is saving that penalty. Now,
Third
right
kicker.
white.
For Steths. Raheem White. Saved! Justin Murray comes up drums for Glenmuir. Dance, young man, dance.
We said we might just have a goalkeeping hero. Justin Murray. That's a huge save. Ryan White tried to find the corner. But Glenmuir's number 80 was equal to it. And they could just have a stranglehold on this penalty shootout. And it's Aurel Miller.
Can Miller give Glenmuir the lead? That's saved as well. My. Statement outstretched. Absolutely stunning. We have a game on our hands.
Forget one goalkeeping hero. Steths says, watch this, I'll do you one better. That's a stunning save. Full stretch. Puts out that right hand. And he deserves to celebrate. Because Aurel Miller is a lethal striker. That's a fantastic save. Honors even.
Hewitt. No mistake from Dante Hewitt.
Centre back stepped up. And he looked like a striker. Stutter step initially, and again, Murray tried to go early, tried to anticipate. And Dante Hewitt simply just curled it into the opposite corner. And the quality keeps on coming.
Dustin Coyne on this occasion. 13 goals he has this season. Glenmuir's fate rests on his shoulders. Stedman, stay calm. Gonna touch on that one, you know. Just got into the net, trickled into the net. Enough on that one to burst through Stedman's hand.
My. You thought for a moment Stedman had done it again. But no, just enough power on it from Cohen. It was a decent height for the goalkeeper. But Cohen did well. Still, notched up, still even in this penalty shootout. And the substitute, Roach, who came on late, has his chance.
Just for this, Tamari Roach entered the game. No mistake from him either. And Justin Murray complaining about the stutter there.
Yeah, it's complete falling on deaf ears. It's right down Main Street, sending Murray to his left and ensuring that Steths are now just one Stedman save away from glory It's Kevin Remedial, and he has to score.
4-3. We're on the fifth and final kick for Glenmuir. The man with a 5 on his back. And we keep going. Rondell keeps Glenmuir alive.
Gets congratulatory hugs from his captain. Big pressure on that spot kick. And it's another perfect one. And we enter sudden death. And it's another substitute.
Shamar Stewart steps up for this one. It's almost impossible to take in the rest of this one. Stewart converts. Steths still have the advantage. And now, just the one save can bring glory.
Very good penalty again. Just waiting on Murray to make his move and putting it right down the middle. And the next spot kick. Glenmuir's number 4, nicely. Just had some words of encouragement from both his captain and his centre-back partner in Headley. And again, the stakes are high. It's sudden death. He has to score.
You wouldn't want to be him with that pressure. Let's see what happens here. That was a very good penalty in the end. Roofed it. Glenmuir, they stay in this one. They're fighting. They won't let go. They've been here before. They've seen both ends. They know heartbreak. They know pain. And they don't want to face it again. Walking up. Justin McPherson.
He slots it home. And it's another penalty that goes right down the middle. And Justin Murray has to be kicking himself at the moment. But this is peak drama. Because again, the onus is on Justin Murray now. As he steps up.
Murray, the goalkeeper, decides to go. Calm as you like.
Never mind the stakes. You can't ask for a cooler penalty than that. Your goalkeeper, nonetheless, walking up to the spot, strolling up to the spot, eyeing down his opposite number and sitting him down as well. Cannot speak highly enough of that penalty. Massive pressure. And he stands up to it.
Malachi McMaster, the man who stabilized Orain Watson, prevented him from scoring in this encounter. He was fantastic in defense at his job. A different task he has here now. Can he deliver? He misses! And Glenmuir have the upper hand. All they need to do is score. What drama!
And you just knew the man who's probably been the man of the match today in Malachi McMaster spoons it over the bar. You just hate to be him at the moment. But he opens the door for Glenmuir, for redemption. They've wanted this moment for so long. And this could certainly be that moment for them.
Could that possibly be the kiss of death? Wellington, James Wellington, fantastic on the day as well. Right back, deliverer, savior. Could he now be the king? You cannot make this up. Glenmuir, a miss from Wellington means that Steths have another bite at the cherry.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He had all the confidence in the world. And it's an awful penalty. He completely miskicked it. He was blowing kisses at the goalkeeper. And now, he's once again opened the door for St. Elizabeth Technical. And this is just peak drama. Speaking of which, we have another showdown between the custodians.
Justin Murray, he took his a little bit earlier, scored his one calmly. Probably the coolest penalty I've ever seen. Stedman now, his opposite number, stares him in the face. And he scores. Pressure back on the color red.
And you can feel it in the stadium. It's so palpable. Because the Glenmuir fans that were just celebrating on their feet, they now seem muted. And it's the fans from Santa Cruz who feel they are on the doorstep of history again. And it's Watson. No, not a Rain, but Denzel, who now steps up. Stedman, G'ing up the crowd. He's ready for his big moment. Is this the moment for Steths?
You can cut the tension with a knife here. Denzel Watson, the man tasked to keep his team alive in this. "17 minutes after 8. The man with the number 8 on his back scores.
And it's a very good penalty as well. And I mean, if we're feeling the nerves of in the commentary booth, you can imagine what they're feeling. Cool as you like. Sluts it home. Very, very top corner. And again, the pendulum swings. And again, it's pressure on Steths.
Javor Lawrence stepping up to take his penalty now. Words from the captain. He's so nervous he has to hold his armband in his hand.
And now you're getting to the points where these players really weren't expecting to take a penalty. And if they both score, we'll have to go round and round again.
Final kicker for Steths. Lawrence. Lawrence, who started it off, kicking again.
Yeah, due to the fact Steths had 10 men, he's had to stroll up to the spot once more. And again, Lawrence makes no mistake. And again, the pressure, the pendulum. It's on Glenmuir again.
Devonnie Gordon, the substitute. Places this one on the spot. Saved! After 10 long years, after Clarendon, the Parish held on to the title since 2018, 4 times. Clarendon College, twice. Glenmuir, Garvey must say rather. St. Elizabeth Technical High School have grabbed it from the jaws of defeat. Relief, redemption, resurrection into the annals of schoolboy football. The Dosta Cup glory is headed to Santa Cruz.
Can you believe it? The utmost drama. The team that played so long in this game with 10 men defended so valiantly, took it all the way to penalties. And it went all the way to the very last player to kick a penalty for Glenmuir. But Chenoy Steths stood up to Gordon, palmed it over the bar, and the celebrations were on. It's heartbreak. Again, it's such a familiar feeling for Glenmuir, but for Steths, for St. Elizabeth, for a parish, a city that has gone through so much. They found themselves in the promised land once again. And for these fans, for these students that have made this trip all the way to Kingston, they have something so precious to take back with them to St. Elizabeth.
They had twice, 2 occasions they had to seal this one in the bag. Glenmuir, they did not take those opportunities. And as resilient as they have been since the passage of a ravaging Hurricane Melissa in October, St. Elizabeth Technical High School, these boys were on campus, enduring and weathering that storm together. And tonight, they brought that storm to the National Stadium and pushed themselves atop the Dacosta Cup throne. My. 1974, 1999, 2009, 2013, 2015, and now 2025. Santa Cruz is shaking. Again, heartbreak for Glenmuir. Players sat on the field while those in the stands dressed in blue and yellow will party well into the night because their school have done it.
And Gerard, you can't say they haven't deserved it. All game we were speaking about how well they defended, that valiant spirit. It's something that typified this team. It's something that typified the parish. And this team, under these circumstances, 5-week break, have come back from that break. Not only have they crowned themselves the Dosta Cup champions, but they've gone the entirety of the season unbeaten. They would not be broken, unwavering, and the celebrations are on. And as you said, they'll celebrate long into the night.
McMaster draped in his Vincent flag, the Caribbean also can enjoy this. St. Vincent, stand up. Trinidad and Tobago, stand up. You have two champions in your midst. Janoy Stedman has been phenomenal all game, all season. 19 clean sheets. Make that 20 if you add this game. Has been solid. And for his team to again deliver the goods, this is more than a title. This is hard work, determination, and now satisfaction. Janae Robinson, she's standing by. Let's head over to her.
And I'm joined by the head coach of Glenmuir, High Coach Andrew Perry. Now, coach, despite the one-man advantage, your boys had it a bit difficult tonight. But what stood out about their character despite the result?
Well, they fought on to the end. Congratulations, Steths. They did very well in the circumstances, but I guess it's just not to be.
When it comes down to penalties, it's anybody's game, and penalties once again for you and your boys. What did you tell your boys before the shootout?
The game is still on. We still have a chance to win, but it's what it is. We lost. We lost on penalties, and that's it. We never make use of the. Not to never make use, but we defended really well. We just couldn't score. Once we don't score, then it's down to this.
All right, coach. Thank you. And now we're joined by the head coach of St. Elizabeth Technical, a very emotional man right now, Coach Omar or whatever. And firstly, congratulations, Coach. I saw you on your knees. I was wondering if you were praying or you were shouting instructions to the boys. But a final alone is a challenge, but playing with 10 men is even harder. What about your boys today?
Well, as you say, all of the people in that suffer from the hurricane, we always have them at heart. Because majority of the fans going home to no current, no water. So we use that as a motivation to say, for even this we can't give them for them Christmas, we're going to give it to them. And when we went down to 10 man, we have a thing that we say the power of we. And that's when the power chip in. And right now, words even cannot explain how I feel right now.
I want to specifically talk about your goalkeeper. He shined once more again, showing his class today. How important is it for him to be this consistent and reliable for you and your boys?
As I say, we don't want to win a tournament. Everybody have to play their part, And this evening, tonight was his time. And he really come and execute what he can do the right way.
All right, Coach. Christmas come early. Enjoy it and congratulations again.
One crocodile. Pick up it. Yo, cameraman, let's see it. One crocodile. Yeah, one crocodile. I remember if you not say God, you not say nothing. Riley!
now is celebration here at the National Stadium. They'll celebrate for a long, long, long time. The school term may be over, but very soon they'll be reunited. Look at the joy. No doubt they'll remember this moment for years to come. It took them 9 years to return to this final 10 years since they could they could hold the trophy again. It took them 10 years as well between 1999 and 2009. Those were their second and third titles. They've gotten number 6 at long last. Flags are waving. Chorals are singing. And the Steths team, they're dancing.
Glenmuir Wright, chairman of the Dosta Cup competition, and principal of William Nate. Glenmuir Wright to make the first presentation to the match official. So the match officials will get their special awards. First of all, FIFA referee Stephen Duar, who handled this evening's game. Kershaw Ferguson of True Shake, will make a presentation of a gift basket. Stephanie Dale Easting, FIFA assistant referee. He gets the gift back from Ms. Ferguson of True Shape. O.J. Duhaney, FIFA assistant referee. And the fourth official FIFA referee, Christopher Mason. Presentation now for the leading goal scorer, Teron Eccleston, Cedric Titus. Golden Boot Award, Brand Manager Andre Roper. It's a joint win between Kaim Lewis of St. Elizabeth Tech and Carlton Morris of Cornwall. Each having 12. So Lewis shares that with a man from Cornwall. Next, we have the presentation of the most attacking team. Presentation by Chief Technical Officer of CBM, Oral Swaby. Most attacking team. Presentation. The Cornwall College. Cornwall College gets the award. Most attacking. We now have the presentation of the best defensive team. Victoria Cameron, brand coordinator of Power Aid, will make the presentation. The best defensive team in the competition, St. Elizabeth Technical. Now we ask Ms. Kershaw Ferguson to come forward, marketing coordinator of Touche, make the presentation to the MVP. That MVP is from St. Elizabeth Tech. It's Kaim Lewis. And we have a presentation now to the winning coach of St. Elizabeth Tech, Omar Wedderburn. Of course, Mr. Wedderburn. Mr. Wedderburn, his father, Clive Wedderburn, would have been the goalkeeper at St. Elizabeth Tech. Comes here as the winning coach, and he brings with him his assistant coach, Neil Harrison. So Omar's father, Clive, would have been very proud of him. The winning manager from St. Elizabeth Tech, Eddie Hines. We asked Yannick Shillingford, sponsorship manager of Water, Mr. Shillingford, to make a presentation. Yannick Shillingford. The manager of the winning team, Eddie Hines. Presentation to be made now by Junior Brand Manager Shantavia Samuels of Charles. She'll be making the presentation of individual awards to the runners-up team, Glenmuir High School.
Glenmuir getting there. Runner-up prizes. But we inch closer to that which we've gathered here today for. There comes the banner. The Captain Barnett, fantastic showing on the day. Stedman, the hero. McMaster. Fantastic showing in defense. They relied on players like Kaim Lewis, Shamar Stewart off the bench. And of course, the ever so reliant, ever so trustworthy defensive line. Dante Hewitt, Malachi McMaster, Javor Lawrence, Raheem White as well was good. They all assembled and they delivered. All smiles, all jubilation. The check that they will, I am sure, put to good use. Their school damaged. But now this is a path to restoration. They wait, not patiently, but they wait on the trophy. The moment that they've been waiting for. Here comes the Dacosta Cup. Coronation of Kings. St. Elizabeth Technical High School. On top of rural area schoolboy football again. For the sixth time, they hoist the trophy. DeAndre Barnett, the captain, hugging onto it, cherishing every moment with his troops flanking him. It doesn't get any better than this. Now they go celebrate with their fans as they deserve to. was the crowning moment. Janoy Stedman saving this penalty kick from Devonnie Gordon, who no doubt felt as if the world was on his shoulders. But he became their savior. Heartbreak. An all too familiar story for Color Red. But they, who had their hearts broken, are now rebuilding. What a night here it has been at the National Stadium. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the news.
Yo, bless up everybody on the stream, isn't it? Make sure to subscribe to YouTube. Isn't it? Bless up everybody. Everybody bless up themselves. Make sure to subscribe to YouTube. And yeah, see you guys when tomorrow I stream some. I don't know which match I go tomorrow yet, but I go on Premier League game and stream it. So yeah, definitely.